Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video, we are going to be talking about how the WWE can make 2026 a better year for the WWE than 2025 was. Don't get me wrong, 2025 was a pretty decent year for the WWE, but 2026 has the potential to be an amazing year for the WWE. Starting off with roster changes. We've had the same roster for a while now, and it's kind of getting stale. I think that if you moved some different people around on the roster sheet, it would make for a lot of new feuds to start, and it would just be overall better. You could push more people, and you could just do so much more if there were some roster changes. You could have some people from Raw go to SmackDown, some people from SmackDown go to Raw. You could have some people from NXT get called up. You could have some people from Evolve get called up. You can have some small stars that not too many people know about get moved up to Evolve. And it would just be an overall better year if there was a huge roster change. Another thing that I think should happen in 2026 for the WWE is a lot of new title changes. I think a good example is when Maxine Dupree beat Becky Lynch. I think that was an awesome title change. Becky Lynch is a great wrestler, but her reign was starting to get repetitive, and it was nice to finally, go and push somebody like Maxine Dupree. And another example is Thea Hale. I know it wasn't planned and it was not supposed to happen, but I think they should just roll with it, because Thea Hale getting the push that she rightfully deserves is awesome to see, and it's nice to get a new fresh star that we don't get to see often win that championship. So let's just see what she does with it. A couple title changes that I think should definitely happen is number one, I think it's about time for Cody Rhodes to drop his championship. And it's no hate towards him at all. It's just he's been feuding with Drew McIntyre for so long. I feel like when they have their final match for the championship, I feel like Drew McIntyre should most definitely walk out as the champion. And I also think that Ilya Dragunov should drop his men's United States Championship to Carmelo Hayes. Again, it's no hate to Ilya Dragunov, because I actually have been enjoying his reign, and I think that he is great in the ring. It's just Carmelo Hayes has been getting so close to winning that championship and then being pulled away from it. I think it's about time for him to actually win the title. For the next thing that I think should happen, I think that new feuds should definitely be started. This kind of goes back on what I said about roster changes. I feel like with roster changes, there should most definitely be new feuds. And one thing I have to say is you don't have to make a feud 4 months long for it to be good. I'm sick and tired of feuds that could be simple 1 month, 2 month long feuds that could just be ended with a big final match being 4 month long feuds. A big example, Seth Rollins and CM Punk. Another big example, Damian Priest and Aleister Black. These feuds do not need to be 4 month long feuds. Make some new feuds, have them be a good month or two long, have them end on a big finale match, and then move on. For the next thing that I think should happen is most definitely more unique match types. We do get the same kind of matches over and over again, like normal one-on-ones or Extreme Rules matches. I think it would be cool if we started to see more unique match types in the WWE. For example, a few weeks ago, there was a match down in NXT. It was a match between Shiloh Hill and Danny Ray against the team of Stax and Ariana Grace. And it was like a Christmas version of an Extreme Rules match. There were all kinds of Christmas-themed weapons and stuff. There was even a keyboard used at some point. And I feel like something like that's a little refreshing, and it leans more towards the entertainment side of the WWE. Also, I don't think anybody would be opposed to bringing back old match types that have not been used in a while. Another thing that I think should happen is more face and heel turns. This goes back to the roster changes too. I think more face and heel turns would just be as refreshing as roster changes too. I think one big heel turn that needs to happen is Jey Uso. They've just been teasing this and will not pull the trigger, but I think it would be a good idea to pull the trigger and turn him heel in 2026. And another big face turn that I think should happen is Kalani Jordan. I'm just going to be 100% honest. I do not think that she is a good heel at all. She is 100% a better babyface and can cut better babyface promos. She can wrestle better when she is a babyface. I don't think the heel thing is working out for her. But yes, I do think that there should be more heel and face turns to get a new and refreshing start to the year in 2026. For the next thing that I think should happen in 2026, and the final thing that I think should happen in 2026, is the WWE needs to also lean more towards the entertainment side too. Because yes, there is the wrestling side, and of course that's like one of the major sides, but it's called WWE for a reason. World Wrestling Entertainment. We have to have a lot of entertainment on top of the good wrestling. A good example of this, of the balancing entertainment along with the wrestling aspect of things, is the WrestleMania build-up for WrestleMania 40 with The Rock and Cody Rhodes. This storytelling was so insanely good, and this was more of the entertainment side and the goofy side of the WWE too. A good example of the goofy side of the WWE is back in 2024 when JD McDonough dressed up as Santa Claus and Damian Priest just chucked him everywhere and stuff. And another good example is like Joe Hendry's concerts and stuff. Just more of the entertainment side of things. But I feel like if the WWE takes everything I said into consideration, 2026 could be a really good year for the WWE.